Thanks for stopping by at Twisted Art Designs. Today we're going to work on our My Favorite Things art journal, and the prompt for today is, what is your favorite thing? That could be anything. It could be a collection of something, it could be your guitar that you love to play, whatever your favorite thing is, your thing. That would be a great page to put in your My Favorite Things art journal. So I went ahead and did my spread, and then I'll show you how I created it. My favorite thing is art supplies. So I created this fun page depicting that my favorite thing in the whole world is art supplies. So let's get started and I'll show you how I created my page. My videos are just for inspiration. This is your art journal, so create it any way you please. I'm just showing you my techniques and you're just kind of art journaling along with me and watching what I do. Maybe it'll give you some fun ideas. Maybe it's things you've already tried but you've forgotten about. So use this for inspiration and then create your own page in your own art journal. The list of supplies I used is in the description box. There's a little drop down arrow next to the title to the video, and you'll see a list of all the supplies that I used in this video. Okay, now let's get started. To start this art journal page, I'm going to use some book text, some music sheets, some images and things out of magazines. This is a piece from the inside of a security envelope, just little old pieces of coloring book that were left over from other projects. Just to add some interest, I'm just going to tear them up and apply them to the page as my first layer. So here's my first layer, and it is just papers that have been laid one over the top of each other. The circles are from where I punch out the inside of security envelopes and I keep those circles, and that was the garbage, but I kept it and I love that because putting it over something else kind of highlights what's underneath it. And it's just layered on top of each other. Nothing special, but just thrown on there willy-nilly to make the first layer. I have this folder and it says art and art supplies, and when I go through books and magazines to look for things that I want to keep for focals, for altered books or art journaling, I just throw them in a folder. And so this has got pictures of all different kinds of art supplies. So every time I come across something that looks like an art supply, throw it in this folder. So I'm going to go ahead and select some of those and trim them out while this is drying. I've cut out my images and kind of laid them out, even though I'm not quite done with my background. And normally when I fussy cut, I cut right up and into the edge of the images that I'm cutting out. And this time I left a little border, and the reason for that is I really wanted the items to stand out on the page. So that's why I chose to do it that way. So there's, you know, a couple different ways you can do that. That's just a little tip. And I cut out with an X-Acto knife. I removed one of the Neocolor labels from one of my Caran d'Ache Neocolor II crayons, and I'm going to put that down. So I'm kind of just laying this out and figuring out where I want everything. And now I'm going to remove everything and work on the background some more. I found this paper that had mandalas on it, and so I went ahead and added those little pieces to the page all over it, and they were already light enough in color. It was kind of a fadey looking layout in the magazine, so I'm not going to put any gesso over those, but I did add that to my background as well. So now to keep working on the background, I think I'm going to add some splatters. I want the splatters to be behind those focal images. I don't want to splatter afterwards and have the splatters be on top of it. So I'm going to do some color splattering with my Caran d'Ache Neocolor II crayons to add some colored splatters. And I'm going to do, I think, some stenciling, and then just do some more playing around with this, maybe sand it down, work on it a little bit more before I get it the way I want it. Here's my fun page. I love how it turned out. I had a good time doing it. Hope you had a good time watching me create it. So now it's your turn to go ahead and create a page in your favorite things art journal of your favorite thing. And don't forget to view the playlist of all the videos in this series if you want to follow along with us and start from the very beginning and follow along with the prompts and see what pages I've created. You can start this at any time and play along in your art journal. So there's no time limit. Just grab an art journal and some supplies and create and have fun.